Now then, Twitch, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at Software Inc. Absolutely love this game, guys. Really do. The only problem is I'm not that proficient at it. There's a lot to this game. It's still in alpha stages. This is actually alpha version 10. You can get it if on the beta test branch, by the way, guys. I love it. If you don't know what Software Inc. is, it's basically where you... Game Dev Tycoon. Think of that, but expanded so that it actually has 2D editors. You can make 2D editors, you can make audio tools, you can have operating systems, all that sort of stuff. Not just creating games, but you can create a lot of stuff for a computer. So I've gone easy to start things off with, guys. We might do a second series later on down the line, maybe utilise some of the mods that this game has. Now, it has got a little modding community on the side as well, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. But yes, easy mode means that we've got 25 grand as a starting fund. We start in the year 1980, so way back when all of this really started going on. And let's go ahead and start building. No, I don't want to do the tutorial, thank you very much. I know what I'm doing. Well, I say that, guys. I should have a mod in here, and I do have the mods actually. These little desks that's on here. We're going to go and grab one of these actually, guys. We're going to face it that way, so that's fantastic. We have meeting chairs. I'm not bothered about those chairs. We get a nice little swivel chair, but it's not unlocked until 1990, guys. It's a bit of a disappointment. Executive chair, we'll slap one of them in there. We'll get one of the old style computers because the next computer is 1990 by the time that one comes along. So we'll pop that there. Because I know my guy is good at programming and stuff like that, I think I've actually made him good all round, to be fair. And I can't remember where I go and find that. But I want to give him that little bit of a boost to programming, because that's what he's basically going to be doing. And that is what you can do. It gives you a work boost there to programming. It gives you a little bit of a work boost actually to lead and designer as well, because no artist boost. That would be the likes of the drawing tablet, for instance. A marketer would be a phone, and so on and so forth. We're going to slap that on the side there. Because we don't want him to feel lonely in his office, we'll give him a nice little cactus on his desk as well. Why not? We'll stick a clock on the wall. We'll put it right there, actually, because we'll get another desk in here eventually. And I think we're pretty much done. I'm going to put a plant just in the corner, right there. So we've got some environment. He's going to be happy. So what do we do from here? Well, it's paused at the moment. We're going to take contract work. To start with, the best thing that you could do to make some money is to take contract work. No, I don't want a tutorial on it because I've done it before. Now we're going to sort this by income. What we have to be very careful. Now, the way that I've done my blog, if I can find him, where is my blog? Manage employees, not now. Here he is, look. He is a programmer, designer, artist and a marketer. The only thing is, he's not that great at marketing. As you can see, he's got a good design code skill, he's got good programming, and he's got some art skill as well. He's got no lead skill, he's not going to be a lead or anything like that. Employee details. Here we are. Look, we can see a little bit better here. He's got no marketing skill, tiny little bit, and no lead skill. He's social, is kind of in the middle between hard worker and fast learner, and he gets stressed quicker. And they'll have the feeling of being overworked. That's lovely. Look at this, guys. Looks like a picture image of me, that. Absolutely picture image of me. So we're pretty much all round. So to do these contract work, if we click on it, you can see on the right hand side here, recommended designers, recommended programmers, recommended artists. So he needs to be proficient at designing. He also needs to be proficient at programming. He doesn't need to be proficient at art to be able to do this. Now, some issues that people run into when they're playing this game is game assets, for instance. They require artists, not programmers. And if your guy is, fixed up to be a programmer, he's not going to be able to do this, and you're going to get stuck with this. So this is actually going to take 1 single month to complete. We're going to go ahead and accept that work, which is brilliant. It's right here. We're going to go ahead and press play. In fact, we're going to get that speed up slightly. Is he not going to show in today? I have this problem sometimes. I have no idea why, but the first day, nobody ever shows up. And this thing, unfortunately, has 1 month on it. Skip unused time. The only problem is, it's February already. 1 day is a month. You can change it, of course, but I know that that's it's a good time to go with. So he's going to do this. The bar is going to fill up. There we go. We're going to develop that in alpha. Now, this is the code units this guy needs to do before it's finished, and I say that in inverted commas. You can do a little bit more if you really want to make the product better, or I don't know, sometimes you might over-engineer it if that's the case. But we're going to go ahead and speed up the time here. So we need 0.69, which we've done. So we're going to promote that from alpha into beta. Although we're not going to bother fixing any bugs, we're just going to go ahead and release it because we just get the money for it anyway. It's outstanding quality, and that will go ahead towards our business reputation, which is good. Look at that, contract work. Fantastic. So, now, go away. Logistics application, we'll accept another one. We're going to do this for a while, guys, so I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm just going to get some money, as much money as I possibly can get together, and then we're going to start work on our own sort of software. Let's develop that really quickly. Yeah, we're going to start work on our own software. Release that. Brilliant. Another 8,000 in the bank. I think we'll go to around about 100,000, and then we'll take it from there. Contract work has been done. We've got £97,000. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. So we've done a load of contract work. Now it's time to develop our own pieces of software. Now you can do things differently, but we'll go into this in a little bit of detail. Again, I'm not an expert on this game. I know a little about this game. I am by no means an expert. We're going to change the type. We're going to go for a simple 2D editor. I always find that 2D editors or an audio tool are really good things to go with earlier on. If we take a look at 2D editor, we actually put stock library into there as well. Be nice. You can see the expected interest here. That's how many people, obviously, of the market share that are going to be interested in the products that you're going to be sticking out. 25% of people, as you can see, 101 million is the consumer reach here. 25% of people might be interested in your product as long as it's outstanding quality. If we go to stock library, usability is high, expected interest is 100%, 101 million people already in waiting for us to put this out. The good thing is, it only requires one designer, one programmer, and one artist. Now, we could do this ourselves. We definitely could do this ourselves. It's less than a year. But programmers and artists tend to work at the same time as each other. You need 3 code units and 3 art units. I think it might be time, guys, to hire an artist. Hire somebody who is proficient at art. Also, hiring a marketer wouldn't be a bad idea at this stage. If we're going to do a 2D editor, an audio tool is slightly easier in the fact that it doesn't require any artists, it just requires a designer, programmers. There will be 7% of expected interest. With a music editor in there, you can expect it to go to 100%. It will require a little bit more programmers though, but it does require a 2D editor to be able to do that. You can choose somebody else's that, you know, you're against other companies that are out there. You can choose somebody else's that has got the most active users. For instance, Printscape would be a good one to go with, but you've got to get the license price, the license fee for that. So that's $778 just to use their product. We're not about that, guys. We're about dominating the market with our own OS. We're going to have our own operating system with our own stuff that nothing else is going to use. We're just going to completely blindside the market. That's what we're after, at least, anyway. So we're going to go with a 2D editor. It's a nice one to start with. So we're going to go ahead and start developing. Oh, we need to, yes, of course. We need to choose an operating system. Now, we're going to go with active users, of course, 1 million. So we're going to do it for the OS 3, but we're also going to do it for Tigerface 2 because that's got 585,000 users there available. And this one has literally just come out, so I expect more users to start using this as it goes along. So we're going to go ahead and do it for that one as well. So there's 3 different operating systems that we're going to be using there. Well, I do apologise for that little cut there, guys. Phone call, as always, every time I start. Nobody ever wants me other than when I'm recording. Anyways, 2D editor on all 3 of these OSs. We're going to go ahead and develop that. It's going to be 5 code units, 3 art units, less than a year. It shouldn't be too bad, actually, to be fair, guys. Let's go. You haven't picked a name. Oh, that's right. No, I don't want to continue. we've got no name for our 2D editor. What on earth do we call it? Oh yeah, by the way, our company is called Hague Entertainment, because my thing that I would like, my aim for this series is to be a better EA Sports. Not EA Sports, but EA in general. Electronic Arts, we want to be a better one than what they are. Absolute bag of knob-ends is what they are. So we want to be better than them. That's our aim. We will be, of course. But anyways, we're already better than EA just by being alive. Just by being here. It's great. So here we are. We've got a product name. And by all means, in the comments, guys, if you want to go ahead and give me names for future 2D editors or future audio tools or future even games, you can make games, operating systems, all that sort of stuff, then please do go ahead. So Hague Entertainment, we're going to use that. So H-E edit. Just a nice simple one. I'm going to develop that. No, I don't want you to do that. So we're in what's classed as design stage, and this guy is going to design it. It's very similar to what it is when you're doing the contracts, that first start when he develops it. That's what he's doing. He's designing it. So we're going to go on. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get duplicate. We're going to get another person in. Not only that, but we are going to duplicate that again. Whoops, that's the clock. I don't want to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate that. How does one rotate? Is it the arrows? No. How does one rotate? I don't know how to rotate. Where's the buttons for this thing? Let's rotate camera. Turn furniture clockwise, period. Turn furniture counterclockwise, comma. So, let's try this again. So it's these, is it? Oh, there we go. And we're going to get a third person, which is going to be the marketer. Now, there's some things that you need to learn when you've got teams working together. Different teams do not like to be working in the same room. However, there's a way that you can get around that really early on. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start hiring some employees. No. We're going to hire an artist, of course. It's going to specialise in 2D because that's what we're basically going for. We're going to go for everything. Overall skills, specialisation, personality. We're going to bang a load of money into there. We're going to keep it low salary though for the minute. And there's a reason for that, which we'll get into in a second. So begin looking. Fantastic. There's a whole load of stuff on this page, and there's a whole load of stuff on the other pages. If you don't know what any of this means, don't worry, guys. Neither do I. So we're looking for the team core, the core team, which is us, just me at the minute in there. So we want to be compatible with these people, which is great. But we're looking at salary, but we need to also look at skill. Now this is good. It's got look at that. That's brilliant art. That's good art. That. But we want to look at youth as well. Wow, okay. 1,717 salary, so it's cheaper than Moises Warner. But his art skill, his base skill's not fantastic, but that's because he's young. But his actual 2D skills and his audio's okay, but his base skill needs work. Now, obviously, the older they get, the better they are at their base skill. But we want to get them young, and we can also educate them going forward. So we're absolutely fine there. We're going to go ahead and hire this guy onto the core team. Brilliant. We've now got 2 people in the core team. 1 programmer, being me, and also an artist, and 1 actual physical artist. We need a marketer. Now this is where things get a little bit funny when it comes to having 2 different teams working in the same area. Normally what you would do is... Well, let me just grab this guy first. Normally what you would do is you'd have marketing team in a different room altogether, okay? And you know, they do the marketing, and then your programmers do your programming and stuff like that. There is a way to get around it, which I'll show you in just a second. Where's my marketer? There's his skill look. Right, so we want to go for somebody young, 20-year-old, I think. We want somebody who's quite social as well. Nice. Right. Okay, we'll go for them. Hire Millard Keller. Brilliant. So if we look at our teams now, managed teams, we've got 3 people on this team. Never. We've got 3 people on the team, and all 3 of these people will do all of the different things. So the designer, they'll all get involved in designing, programming, artist, and marketer work. We don't want that to happen. The way that you can get around the fact of having different teams working in the same area is you have them all on the same teams, but you specify different jobs to them. So this guy here, Millard Keller, let's change his role, will be anything, will be nothing but a marketer. So all he will do is marketing. Ward Roberts, on the other hand, will be an artist and do no marketing whatsoever. Me, I'll do no marketing, but I'll stick my head in pretty much everywhere else. So we're looking at that, and that is exactly what we are after. He has no programming skill, there's no point in putting him on any programming. So done and dusted. That's how you get people to work in the same room, but doing different jobs. So we'll go forwards from there. Oh, the design stage of this is going absolutely superbly, guys. We're at quality good at the moment. We just need to develop that a little bit more. Careful not to overdevelop this. Squeeze as much as we can out of it. There we go. Never. I will go through this with you guys, don't worry. So at this stage, you can click on this little I button and it will give up the project details. And you see how much code units you need, and you see how many art units you need. There is no current release date for this. That is something that we will have to work on, but I will do that in a second. And yes, operating systems, the OS, Tiger Phase 2 and the Next View 4. Source control management, nothing in there. So we will leave that to go. We're waiting for the new people to come in, but they won't come in until tomorrow. We're down to 71,000 here, guys, and now we're actually paying wages. So if we get too low, we'll have to start kicking in some contracts. We've got 0.2 of code done and 0.1 of art done. What we're going to do, we're going to leave it till the end of the day. We'll see how much we've got done, and then we can come up with a sort of ballpark of when the release date for this is going to be, and then we can tell the press when it's going to be released and so on and so forth. What we're going to do for the moment, though, we're going to market this. We're going to put out a press release of just text. I can never understand why people always put out text, pictures and videos straight away. That is not how things work. When in normal marketing, when you're out there, I don't know if it makes a difference in game, but if you put out text, you get a little bit of interest from it. But if you put out text, then you put out text and pictures, then you put out text, pictures and video, then it builds hype as you're going forwards. I don't know if in this game it makes any difference if you do text, pictures and videos straight away, and then later on down the line you do another text, pictures and videos and you still gain followers. But I always like to do it this way. So we're going to give that to the core team because the marketer has got absolutely nothing to do. So there we go. Everybody is now working. We'll leave it until the end of the day to see how much we get done on this. We're actually rattling through it at a fair rate of knots, guys. It's crazy how fast we're going on this at the moment. 3 o'clock is when they usually go home. And me as well, apparently. So, 2 code units done in one day. Nearly 2 art units done in one day as well. We're going to market this, and we're going to give it a release date. So, January 1981 is the bog standard release date that it wants to pull out at. I think that's actually a decent thing. But first and foremost, let's have a look to see what sort of software is going to be coming out. That's all software. Upcoming. Where is it? Upcoming releases. Here we go. There is a 2D editor coming out in July 1980. So that is a big kick in the teeth, really, because we're working on that. There's another one coming out in October of 1980. So this is really annoying. Picture Frames 5 and Power Cut Suite 4. Interesting. Then the next one after that, there isn't one. Okay, so we really do need to get this done as soon as physically possible. We don't want to be putting out a buggy product though, otherwise we're going to have to give a load of refunds back, and we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and press play. And we're going to market this then. We're going to leave it at January 1981. I want to give it a lot of time and make sure the product is absolutely fantastic. So 8 months to release, that's absolutely fine. We're going to skip unused time. We're going to put that market in the press release out as well today. It doesn't matter how much is done of it. We're going to put that out. So they're fair rattling through this in alpha stages, which is fantastic. I think it was only 3 art units we needed, and we're already up to 2.5, guys. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Consumer reach of 1.67 million, guys. Right, next day. Got to be careful with his money, though. Look, we are losing money. There's an employee on vacation as well, which is not good because that's our artist, but never mind. Oh, we need to release that press release. That'll come out tomorrow. We've got, oh no, it comes out straight away. Look, we've got 23 followers of this and counting. An employee is stressed. Make sure you don't overwork them with too many tasks. That's because my artist was away. Really annoyed at that. I think it might be another one as well. Yeah. Look, my guy is doing absolutely nothing. Is he my marketer? Why is my marketer on my desk? I ain't having that. We need to sort that out. Right, you. We need to assign this furniture to me. And then we need to assign that to Millard Keller, which is our marketer. We will need to get rid of that, actually. That reminds me. I'm going to go ahead and sell that furniture. We might as well grab ourselves a phone. Where is it? There it is. A phone for our marketer so he's got something to use. Fantastic. Our marketer is actually doing nothing at the moment, so he's going to work on text and pictures for this. And you can see the cost of this is now rising. Because we're using pictures, it is going to incur a cost. Which is a shame, but what can we do? We've reached the number of art points now that we need. We just need to get there with our programming. We'll put this market, we'll put that out now. So we're getting 36 followers and counting. He should be back now. Yes, there he is. Our artist is indeed back. We're very, very nearly there. There we go. We can go ahead and review this. We're going to get outsourced reviews just to see what people are thinking of the product at this moment in time. We also want to market this with pictures and video this time around. There we go. Let's end that. 5.6 out of 10. Now that's not bad for our first product, guys. We're going to go ahead and promote this into beta stages. This means we can go and beta test it, get the bugs out, and then release it when it comes round to January. And that's basically what we're waiting for. We're waiting for January to tick around. We're waiting for these bugs to be fixed. Why are you not doing it? Oh, because I told him not to, didn't I? Let's get into the core team, guys. And let's get Ward Roberts. Oh, he's not got any code skill at all. He's got some design skill, but that is not what we're after. Okay, there's only one person that's going to be fixing the bugs. Our artist is doing nothing at the moment. Let's see if there's any contractual work on something to do with artists, recommended artists too. Okay, we'll accept that work and get our artist actually doing something interesting with his existence. October 1980. We are heading for bankruptcy at this moment in time. We'll be very careful. 2.69. The good thing about artistry work is it doesn't actually require a beta stage. There's no bugs to be fixed or anything like that. You can just release it. No bugs to be fixed. And we can make money doing that. So that's what we're going to be doing with our artist. It's just accepting work and giving him something to do. Before we release our first product, we are heading for bankruptcy. Oh, he's nearly managed to get it done in one day there. Very nearly managed to get it done. Let's promote that and release it and get another game assets on the go as well. Alright, we actually made some money last time because of our artist. Thank God for that. It's November, we've got to keep an eye on that. Some more money there. Lovely jubbly. There's an artist on there, but there's also a programmer, and I don't want to do that just yet. So we'll leave it for this month, for the rest of this month. We earned some money. I'm quite happy about that. Let's release our last marketing, and also we'll release a press build. We're very, very close to release, so we're giving a review out to the press so that they can review it, and we should see a jump up in followers as well from this. We've got our marketer doing nothing and our artist doing nothing, but we should be okay, guys. Let's see what we get from this. Wow, okay, over 1,000 followers to start with, guys. This is the last month, December 1980. It's going to get released at the end of today. Well, we're going to put out for release at the end of today. Look at the amount of followers that we're getting out of this. Fantastic. When everybody buggers off home, we'll go ahead and release this, and I think we'll call that the end of this episode. There we go. So we've released it. Are you sure you want to release it now? Yes, I am. Do you want to start a marketing campaign? Yes, I do. We're going to give this a budget as well, of 5,000 to the core team, of course, and our marketer will deal with that. In order to sell copies, I know. Right, go away. No, go away. Go away. We need to sell copies. Now, of course, our copies are going to cost us. If we get 50,000 copies, that will cost us $100,000. We don't have that at this moment in time. So, let's grab ourselves 10,000 copies. We should, by the looks of our marketing campaign before, we should sell out of those 20,000 copies straight away. I'm fully expecting this to happen, guys. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. Once I press this button, we'll soon find out. £426,000 in the bank. HE Edit does not meet demand and we are losing sales. That is a good point. We've got a product review as well. We haven't heard of Haig Entertainment before, and nobody knows them in the graphics market. HE Edit is overall a well-made product. We can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, and it runs decently. There's so much to experience and completely humbling to witness. It will be interesting to see whether it can compare to Picture Frames 5 by Smile LLC. In conclusion, HE Edit might be worth the price. It's probably not going to move any copies. No, not going to move in many copies, should I say. They need to build a fan base in this market. It would help if they spent time to getting the word out. And that's where the marketing comes in, of course. So we made 396,000 and our marketing is taking from that. There's been 1 verified, 41 queued problems, issues, and hopefully... Oh, we've got no blooming... Guys, hang on a minute. Just realised we've got no light. Let's stick one there. There we go. That'll do. But, first and foremost, we need to go ahead and order more copies. Here, got no more copies left. Got a profit of 342,000, none in storage. Order copies. 100,000. I can pretty much guarantee that they will be gone by the end of the day. Our artist is doing nothing. Hopefully, I'll keep a look at the queued ones and see if we managed to rattle through all them today. We did. That's brilliant. There's been a lot verified and fixed. That is what we're after, because the bugs will be a problem. Oh, the bugs will be a problem because that will require then to give out refunds for the product, and we don't want that to happen. He is currently fixing all these verified bugs. We will get a dedicated support team. Oh, they've gone home, guys. This is brilliant. We'll see whether or not... $3 million, guys. Wow. Okay, look at the amount of queued bugs that are starting. We've got 102,000 active users. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. We're gonna edit this marketing campaign, and we're gonna give it another 20,000 on the budget there for the marketing campaign. We're also gonna go into my releases. We're gonna order copies. We're going to spend $1 million on 500,000 copies. That should deal with everything we need to. Yeah, our support is not going well. We need a dedicated support base now, guys. We'll do that next episode, though. But I want to give it one more day to see whether or not we manage to absolutely smash it with yet another crazy day of selling for HE Edit. How fantastic is that? Well, everybody's gone home. 7 million. And... it's come up again. I don't know. That can't be true. In stock. 352,000 copies. Okay, so we should be absolutely fine with copies. I don't know why it says we're not meeting demand there, because we certainly are. $7 million, guys. That is absolutely crazy. Our first piece of software has gone crazy. Absolutely mental. And it usually does, though, to be fair. If you can get one out quick enough with a good quality, then it tends to go very, very well for you. We've got 3.2 million fans as well. That is crazy. Market recognition, we are very well known for being a 2D editor creator, which is fantastic. Next episode, guys, we're going to come back. We're going to lease out some more rooms, and I don't know, maybe I might build my own place. I've got 7 million. I might want a little bit more money, though, before I start building my own place. We're going to lease out a few more rooms, and we're going to get support teams working on all the bugs that have been queued. We can get them verified and then get them fixed, and our core team can then start work on something else. But we definitely do need our company now to start expanding past the 3 people that we've got here. So thank you very much for coming along, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. I absolutely love Software Inc, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. This is going to be a loose series. I say that in loose terms. It's going to be a series, guys, but it is going to be as and when I feel like doing an episode on it, so please keep that in mind. The one series that will be a mainstay will be Thorncraft and Britannia Unite Season 2, which if you haven't seen it by now, go ahead and have a look at my videos, and you'll see it in the past premieres or the past videos that have been put out on my channel. And yes, that will be every Thursday. That video will be coming out on Thorncraft and Britannia Unite, and different videos will be coming out between here and there and pretty much everywhere. Different games, just giving it a try, guys, and see how this is all going. Anyways, till next time, thank you very much for coming. I've been the Top Man, as always. Stay safe.